Every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, there won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
If there's anything I want you to write down, is this. One of the most dangerous things you can do to yourself in today's era is to limit your education to the classroom.
If you believe that this person is outshining you because they have more skills, because they have more influence, because they have more money, that's already a disservice to you. Because light never gets dimmer because another light shines.
Get angry that you are here where you are right now when you could be much more. Until you are fed up of being fed up with where you are, there won't be any change.
Motivation is the fuel that drives action. But more important than being motivated is the ability to stay motivated.
The one, the only, Sam Harvard.
Hi, Sam Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I go, everything I do prospers. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor.
If there's anything I want you to write down, is this. One of the most dangerous things you can do to yourself in today's era is to limit your education to the classroom.
If you believe that this person is outshining you because they have more skills, because they have more influence, because they have more money, that's already a disservice to you. Because light never gets dimmer because another light shines.
Get angry that you are here where you are right now when you could be much more. Until you are fed up of being fed up with where you are, there won't be any change.
Motivation is the fuel that drives action. But more important than being motivated is the ability to stay motivated.
The one, the only, Sam
I, Sam Harvard, I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I go, everything I do prospers. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor.
If there's anything I want you to write down is this. One of the most dangerous things you can do to yourself in today's era is to limit your education to the classroom.
If you believe that this person is outshining you because they have more skills, because they have more influence, because they have more money, that's already a disservice to you. Because light never gets dimmer because
behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40th Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money, and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
What just happened? Even in screen that I did. Now people have dropped to 26 now. Why?
Behind every desire you
camera on.
admire are requisite action that you need to take
No.
in order for that
When there's no light, I
desire
wanted to start
transpire.
presenting with that face. I have slides.
I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall
That's right.
Mr.
Yes.
Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Put your hands together. Yes.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Okay, now I think you can hear me now. Can you hear me now, ladies and gentlemen? Please give me 111 in the comment if you can hear me. I want to welcome you to the 1K African Summit. I tried to do something different. Unfortunately, so I'm broadcasting live from Nigeria, and somehow the electricity supply people has been doing win-one. So they've been taking the power and bringing it back. So at least now we have it. So hopefully they are going to stay with it. So please, if you can hear me, give me 111 in the chats. But I think you can hear me now because I can see that I'm being audible. All right. I think there's no headroom from my own view. So I have headroom now. Okay. So that's good. I'm looking forward to the comments. I'm trying to look at it from here. Let's see if I'm gonna be okay. So there's been a lot of chat. So you all can hear me. Okay, fantastic. So welcome to this special event. Just give me a minute to get myself together. Today has been a very hectic day for me. Yes, I had 4 different events to show up at. even though I couldn't make all the 4 of them, but it was really an interesting one. And my mind has been here. Like, I just could not wait for this evening so we could have a conversation. And tonight, what we're going to have is a conversation. And with this conversation, I'm going to share with you my thoughts and the things that, okay, that's for me. I have AC here, but I'm still hot because of the light issue that went. Anyway, I think I'm gonna balance out very soon. So, like I said, I want us to have a conversation, and with this conversation, it's about Africans in Africa and Africans outside of Africa. While I decided to do Africa is because in the last 5, 6, 7 years, I've been privileged to travel to different African countries, and I've seen a couple of things that are peculiar to almost every country that I've been to. And as much as possible, there's this desire in my mind to see what I can contribute to the continent by different countries to make the life of one person better or the life of more people better at the same way. And I work with a very simple principle that if I can affect one life positively, that one life can go further to affect 1,000,000 people positively. Anything I stand in front of you to say today is a result of what multiple people have deposited in me over the years. People who took a chance to share their own wisdom, people who took a chance to share their own knowledge, people who decided to equip me with something that they believe will make my life better. Although none of the things that somebody could do for you can create a beautiful life if you do not align with those things yourself. So means somebody can teach you, but if you do not take what they teach and apply it, you will not get the expected outcome. So there are 2 ways to this thing. What they teach and impact you with, which shapes your mindset, then how you align with the things that you heard and what you did with those things. Those are the 2 things or 2 components that need to work together to create the kind of life that you're looking for. You would agree with me that in a classroom, maybe 20 students, and they stay there for 4 years learning a certain degree. At the end of the 4 years, they all had access to the same lecturer. They all had access to the same university environment. They all had access to similar conditions. But at the end of the 4-year period where they are taking that particular degree, they are going to come out with different results, all right? And at the end of the day, when they are done with that degree and they go into life, they are going to come out 10 years later, different results at the same time. Now, when they are out of school, yes, the condition will become different. To some people, it will become more favorable to their person. To some people, they will go into a certain environment that the things are not going to be favorable. So at the end of the day, you see different components playing together to create the outcome that people see after 10 years. But within the time that they were together in school, they had access to ultimately the same thing. But at the end of the day, they all end up differently. Why is it like that? It's because indeed the teacher could teach similar things. Indeed, the environment could give the same vibe. But what people choose to do with what they are learning, what people choose to do with what they are exposed to, is what creates the outcome that they get at the end of the day. Now, let me start tonight by talking about Nigeria a little bit. Now, anything I say about Nigeria is also applicable to almost every other African countries. Almost applicable. All right, if not completely applicable. You will find similarity in your own country. By the way, do me a favor. Please put in the country you're watching from in the comment section. Don't worry, nobody will know that you are here, except me. Just put it there. I'm not sure if I'm able to read, but I'll try my eyes. I'm not with my glasses because I know I'm going to sweat a lot, so I need this mop to be able to work very well. So I think I can still do well without that. Now, Nigeria is an amazing country. Something happened a couple of months ago. I visited Nigeria before this current visit that I'm on right here. And I was hearing the country is bad. Oh, this is that. There is no money. People are broke. People are suffering and all of that. And when you hear this news online, especially those of us who live outside of Africa,
we sort of shape our belief of what is going on in the country based on the news or the prevalence news that we are getting around. Please get me water. All right, thank you. Based on the news that we are getting around. So we read all these online blogs, all these Instagram bloggers, and the majority of the things that they share on their social media are the things that informed us of what is really going on in the country. So all they were saying is like everybody is suffering, there's no food anywhere. So I got into Nigeria and we had an event. There was this event we were supposed to have, and a lot of people needed to stay in my apartment. And because they needed to stay in my apartment, I needed to leave my own bedroom so that multiple people can stay in that one bedroom. So it's easier. I think you need to bring it closer so I can be pouring it. You don't want to enter my frame. Thank you. All right, guys. I see a lot of people from Nigeria here. Shout out to you. I'm using you as an example. Meanwhile, you can go and invite everybody. Tell them we are live now. And they have not taken lights yet. So I'm still able to talk. So I decided to go out of the house to look for an hotel to lodge for that night. And I have taste, Abba. So if God has blessed you, you too enjoy the blessing. I'm not completely with all those people that say live below your means as limits. It's objective, all right? So if God has raised your means, you too raise your living. Don't be earning 1 billion naira, for example, and be staying in a 15,000 naira hotel. Not be everybody will be like Peter Obi, who decide to just suffer himself for only God knows why. So enjoy small, all right? So for me, I count a few things in an hotel before I decide to lodge there. It's really not about the brand name for me. It's about the experience. So first of all is the customer service experience in that hotel. Second of all is the beauty of their room, what it looks like when I'm inside the hotel. Do I get nightmares or do I get inspiration? All right. If the colors are dull, I won't stay there because I'll get nightmares. All right. If it smells terribly or they have bed bug, I won't stay there. All right. So these are some of the things. Another one is their food. All right. How good is the food? How abundant is it? Do they offer buffet service that I can pick whatever I like? Because me, I like to discipline people when they carry me to buffet. You know, I chop all the meat possible, drink I taste everything. I make sure I finish my money. I'm not such a good buffet customer. So if you're running a buffet restaurant, you need only 10 of me to go bankrupt. We'll finish your food. But I'm still better than some people that pack 5 boiled egg when I took them to Ghana that year on a buffet. It was crazy. Now, I look at those things. Then ultimately, I look at the security of that hotel. I've lodged in an hotel before. I'm not going to mention their name, in Accra, Ghana, where the room door was opened, even when you close it. No matter how much you close it, somebody from the outside just pushes it like this or press like this, the room door opens. The room door does not close. And it's a 4-star hotel, all right? A very popular name. The name starts with I will not say, and then the next letter is B, but I will not say anything else. And it ends with S, so I will not say more than that. So it was such a serious security threat. Anybody could just walk into the hotel lobby, go to the elevator, press the floor they are going, and show up at the floor and open the door on you and do bam, bam, bam. That's if that's what they want to do. All right. So it was such a terrible experience, and I vow this is the last time you catch my leg in this kind of hotel. So I always like to choose, something that gives all of that. The unfortunate thing really is that the only kinds of hotels that give all of this together are these 5-star hotels that are very expensive. So that's why you will see someone like me in such places. So I decided I had one in mind. So I went there. Very massive hotel in VI. And I got there and I said, I need a room. I just want a place to stay till tomorrow. And then I'll be out of the country. And I didn't tell them all of that, but I was just thinking about just a place to stay. So I had the budget about 200K for that night. Yeah, between 150 to 200K. That's what I budgeted for the night. And they told me, we're so sorry, sir. We are fully booked. I say, anyway. They said, we are fully booked. All of this room. Who is booking it? But I thought they said they are suffering in Nigeria. People are not able to eat. Who is booking 200K hotel for crying out loud? So I didn't know why I started saying that out. Like I was literally telling the guy, who is booking the hotel now? We are fully booked. So I drove out of there and I went to one other very big hotel the name is Continental. So Continental is large, massive. As I this one, there is room. Only for me to enter. I went there with confidence. As a matter of fact, I got my bag from the car and I walked into the lobby confidently. I parked the car like, no, this one, there will be room. They are suffering in Nigeria. Nobody is having money. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to Continental. I said, I like your room, please. And the person said, do you have reservations? I said, no. I said, I'm so sorry, we are fully booked. I said, what did you say? He said, we are fully booked. I wanted to sit on the floor. So, ladies and gentlemen, if they are suffering in Nigeria and there's no money anywhere, where do people get money to book 5-star hotel fully booked? Help me. And it's not Christmas. Let's say people came down to celebrate Christmas. This was mid-year. After they said subsidy is gone, bala blue, they are doing them strong thing. But people are selling out 5-star hotels. Please, somebody answer me. What happened? Do you know what could have created that? I had no idea. So I found out something that, yes, indeed, in the midst of perpetual lack, all right, when there is drought, there is famine, when people say we can't find what to eat, some people still have more than enough. In the midst of terrible situation in the macro economy of the country, people still buy real estate. People still buy houses. People still buy cars. People still do wedding, lavish, African wedding, Ashwebi. They still do those things. People still do incredible stuff. When I returned to Nigeria, I wanted to get a Range Rover. And then the gentleman that was going to help me to do the car said he has one. He even made a video, sent it to me and all of that. And then I said, okay, nice one. I didn't have any money, and I wanted to buy a Range Rover. So I was in Abuja. I had some meetings in Abuja, and I came back to Lagos. Said, okay, let me go and look at this car that this guy wants me to buy. And I went to look at the car. Oh, very beautiful. I loved it. I had 1 or 2 reservations, which made me think maybe I might not get the car. But at the end of the day, I left that place. I said, okay, let me go and arrange and see if I can get some money and pay for it. So the guy called me and said, sir, when are you paying for the car? There are 2 people that wants to pay for the car, and the owner of the car is disturbing me that they want to sell it out. He only kept it for today because you had met with him and you assured him you were coming to pay. I say, people are struggling to buy a Range Rover in this terrible economy. And all of you are shouting. I say, let them buy it. And that same day, they bought that car. That same day. So I was wondering, if truly there is drought, if truly there is no money, if truly people are broke, I want to be reading the chart of people from here. If truly all of those things are happening, all right, in Nigeria and in Ghana, where then are people getting the money to do the things that they are doing? How are they getting the money? Where are they getting the money from? So, ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of where everybody say there is lack, there are some people that have abundance. So it depends completely on where you choose to play. So when you say there is inflation, there is suffering in the town, people are not able to feed and all of that, was there such a time that everybody was able to feed? Was there such a time where there was abundance for everybody? Yes, I know there are times when things cost lesser, when if you get access to a certain amount of money, you could do more things with that money, I know. But what has just happened is people who are living in the right economy, just personal economy, are only able to make more money whenever there's recession. So they can afford the same things that they used to buy for less. So for example, if you were making $1 million and $1 million naira, let me talk in naira, was able to buy you, pay your rent, fuel your car, pay all your bills, all of a sudden, you discover that your rent, your bills, your everything you need to spend money on is now worth 5 million. All of a sudden, it used to be 1 million, now is worth 5 million. What happens to people like that is they now increase their income that maybe used to be 3 million. They now turn that income to 15 million. So now they are earning 15 million and they are spending 5 million. When everybody is complaining that things are cost, so they will join you to complain that things are cost, so things are now, things don't dare. But really, is things costly for them? Yes, it is. Because they used to spend 1 million before, now they are spending 5 million. But the difference between them and you that you are sitting with them and say things don't cost to is that your own 100K is still 100K. But now, what you used to spend 100K on before is now costing you 500K. And you are still earning 100K. So you are shouting, yes, there's inflation. Yes, there's recession. Yes, there's not a lot anymore. But you are struggling to meet up. But they have found a way to increase what they are earning, even in the midst of the recession. So what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? It does not matter who is in government. Does not matter what policy they are doing. Does not matter how scarce things are. Doesn't matter how terrible the currency becomes. Some people would never lack. Some people will always have enough. Does not matter what happens outside. Some people would always be able to feed and feed others and feed everybody in their family. So this truth and reality is very critical, which is one of the things that I want everybody to pay attention to recognize the fact that it does not matter what is happening in the economy in my country. I choose to live in abundance. Tell yourself that. It does not matter. Say after me. It does not matter what happens in the economy of my country. I choose to live in abundance. It does not matter what happens in the economy of my country. I choose to live in abundance. Let's say the last time. It does not matter what happens in the economy of my country. I, Sam Harvard, mention your name. I, Sam Harvard, choose to live in abundance. Awesome. So this is what you got to tell yourself every time. And the more you say this, it opens your mind up to start to think of how to make that your reality. What exactly do you need to do in order to be able to create this new reality for yourself, where regardless of what is happening in the country, regardless of who is able to feed or not, all right, you are going to be well taken care of. Your family are going to be well taken care of. That's exactly what I believe God wants for you. That's exactly what I want you to want for yourself. And this is the reason we are here today. So I want to welcome you all once again to the 1K African Summit. And after drinking this water, I'm going to come and share with you exactly why we're here. And we're going to go right into it without wasting time. I just wanted to catch 3 simple, unique principles. And I want to show you how to get started with them. And then we'll be good to go to start creating massive wealth for ourselves. God bless you, and you are welcome. I'll be back after drinking this water. There's no interlude, though, so you're just going to watch me. It feels very good to drink this water. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the 1K African Summit. So, why the 1K African Summit? All right, it's because I have a belief that an average African, all right, who is 18 years old and above, I mean, an average adult in Africa, should be earning $1,000 and more. Now, for this to be able to happen, there are 2 things that I need to be able to do. 1, I need to be able to change the mindset of an average person that I come in contact with or that comes in contact with my content to believe that that should be their minimum. The reality is that a lot of you here who are watching me now may not be earning $1,000 yet every month. But do you want a $1,000 income? Yes. But you know the bad thing? Do you believe you deserve $1,000 income? No. Many people do not believe that they deserve that kind of income because in their mind, their financial thermostat is not set to that level. They do not believe they deserve it, even though they say that they want it, even though they desire to have it. their core does not believe that they deserve it. There's nothing in their life that is linking to $1,000 income. If $1,000 come, they will mismanage it and it will disappear. So the first thing to deal with is to let you become a believer in the fact that you deserve much more than $1,000 income. Somebody said I'm muted. Okay, I'm not muted. Maybe the person is just joining from the beginning. All right. So you have to first believe that you deserve $1,000 income or more. $10,000, $5,000, whatever it is, you have to first believe that you deserve it. I used to think that making money is just about having value and offering the value. But I discovered that it's beyond just having value and offering the value. Sometimes, and I was sharing this with the young men that are with me earlier today, that sometimes what prevents you from making sales is the fact that you do not believe that there is value in what you are trying to sell. You do not believe that people should rush that thing that you are selling. You just have to sell it because that is the only way that you think you could make money, or that's the only way you know at that point. You didn't have option. That's why you are doing it, but you didn't really believe that your product is worth buying. You didn't believe that your product is worth the amount that you are charging. And that's really why it's difficult for you to sell. If you spend, for example, $10,000 on creating a particular hardware, maybe a phone, all right? You're a phone maker, and you made the phone and it cost you $10,000, to make that phone. If you decide to sell that phone for $1,000, will you be begging people to buy the phone? Or will you speak with confidence that the phone is worth more than $1,000 and they should rather be begging you to collect $1,000 from them? Do you get it? You spend $10,000 creating something. Would you beg people to buy it for $1,000? No. Why? Because you know the true value of what you are selling. So people do not believe the value in what they are selling, even though they know the price. So they know the price, but they have not accepted the price as that is more than a bargain. So if you're selling a product for $1,000, you have to believe that the product is truly worth $10,000. So that $1,000 is a steal. You know it's a giveaway price. So the best way to sell anything, I didn't plan to say this yet, but I'm giving you this, write it down. The best way to sell anything is to believe that the price of that thing is a giveaway price. Salesmen that believe that the price of what they are selling, even though it's a Rolls Royce, even though it's a Bugatti, all right, they believe that the price is a giveaway price. All right, I saw a car that is worth $100 million. You know, $1 million. One car is worth $100 million. That's the most expensive car in the world currently. $100 million. The car doesn't even have AC. It can only seat 2 passengers. I can run more than the car if I try well. Like Usain Bolt can run more than it. But why? It was the first car Ferrari made. So it is not about what the car can do. It's about what the car represents. It's not even about the amount of money they spend in creating the car. How much did they spend? But the car now is worth by people believing that it is worth that amount. Only one person can drive that car. And that's the person that is in charge of the museum where it is kept. Only him can drive the car. When they are driving that car, hey, they put expensive cars and police and stuff in front as escorts. Expensive cars and police and escorts as escort at the back. The car will not be in the middle. People will not be looking at it like they are driving something. Please, how do you imagine that such a car will be worth $100 million? It's worth more than 2-3 private jets. Because people believe it is worth that amount. So if some people can believe that a painting can worth millions of dollars, painting can worth that amount, how much more the product you are selling? I know you are sleeping. Let me talk to the people on the camera. So guys, you saw it inside Mr. Big's video. I saw it too. All right. So It is the belief you have in your product that it is a giveaway price that you are giving to it. That whatever price it is worth more than it. It will become easy for you to sell. Are you selling real estate? You need to believe that that house, that land is worth much more than the price that you are selling it. Then you will attract the people that will buy. Because selling is energy. All right. When you project the right energy in any product you're trying to bring into the market, it will attract itself. All right. So that is the major thing that I want to start with to lay foundation on. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the 1K Africa Summit. And this is where I'm going to be sharing with you my belief that regardless of who you are, once you're an African, the minimum you should be making per month is $1,000. And I'm saying to you that the number one problem is many of you do not even believe that you deserve $1,000 income. That's the problem. Do you desire $1,000? Yes. But do you believe you deserve it? No. All right? Because whenever the sheep come to shove, whatever they used to call that thing, you chicken out because you do not believe you deserve that amount. So my first assignment is to implant it in your mind that you deserve much more than that income. All right? How do I mean? I believe that value is location based. That's why in real estate, it is called location, location, location. The same piece of land that is worthless in my father's village, if you carry that land and bring it to Lekki, Lagos, where I am right here, you'll be talking billions, all right, of naira. If you carry that same land to another country, say maybe New York, you'll be talking some much more money. All right. So the same piece of land, but depending on where it is, the location of it, it determines the value. The last video I posted on my Instagram, which what I was speaking at a conference yesterday, it's about when you take the same product that has the same value imputed and you change from one location to another, people value it differently. And then the location is what determines if they're going to value it higher or value it lower. And I said what a lot of people really need is not another skill. What they really need is not buying another course. All right. What they really need is access to borderlessness, where the same thing that they have been doing and people are not interested in paying them for, people who value those things can begin to pay them. All right. Stone is worthless in this part of the world. But when you take some kind of stone and you give it a name and you tell one lie story against it, people can buy that stone for you for $1 million. That's how crazy it is in some kind of economy. People value, like I said, it's always about perception. And perception is cognitive realism. When you can shape people's perception about something, it becomes their reality. It becomes the reality of that thing as well. All right? When I keep telling you I'm a billionaire, I will automatically become a billionaire to you with time. There is no two way about it. I will become a billionaire to you with time because I've positioned your mind to see me as that. All right? So the same way, if you want to have a certain form of income, you first need to work on yourself, believing that you deserve more than $1,000. So the moment you start to believe that you deserve more than $1,000, then it becomes easy for you to now begin to attract that into your life. So let's keep that in one hand. Let's go practical a little bit. An average employee of, what's the name of these people? McDonald's. I like their burger. No, not their burger. I like their chicken wings, their ice cream, their cone ice cream. And what else I used to eat in Dubai? McDonald's. So anytime I don't want to spend money and I want to eat a lot of food, I go to McDonald's. Don't sleep. I go to McDonald's and I get that. Now, an average person who works in McDonald's earns about $40,000 to $50,000 a year. If IRS takes half of that, which is their tax system, they are left with about $25,000. All right, or 20-something thousand dollars. And when you divide that by 12 months, all right, you have a total of about $2,000 a month. All right, that's what they make. Now I'm talking cleaner, I'm talking waitresses, I'm talking delivery bike riders, which are the kinds of job that you would not want to do in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Kenya. You say, I'm a graduate, I have this degree, I'm smart, I have this, I have that. You wouldn't want to do that. All right. But people who are doing those kind of menial jobs are able to make that kind of income. Why? Not because of their skills, because they are doing menial jobs, minimum wage jobs. Yeah? It's not because of their skills, it's simply because of the environment. So their environment value more what they are doing, and they give them a higher form of income. So imagine this, for example. If I create an agency that helps people get jobs in the US who are in the US, and I say, I'll get any job for you, but you just pay me half of what you earn, or you pay me, say, 20% of what you earn. And I'm able to get people's salary, 20% of people's salary as commission because I got them the jobs and all of that. And I live in Nigeria. Yes, my business makes money in the US, but once it gets to Nigeria, it becomes a lot more money. All right? So the same skill in Nigeria is the same skill you would deploy anywhere else in the world, but depending on the location, they will value your skill more. So I thought about it that somebody can stay in Nigeria or in Ghana and create a value that is seen as the same and sell it to an American audience. And the American audience will pay him based on their own valuation. So people who sell us this kind of products charges $10,000 for it. Now I'm talking to my Ghanaian brother who has the same kind of product, even better in most cases, and is trying to sell it to an American. And an American looks at it. But do you know the problem with us? We carry the same value. Sometimes we even say it's more valuable. And we now put a tag of $50 on it. Whereas they are used to buying it for $10,000. Now, human psychology. The more expensive something is, the more valuable they perceive it. They can insult you at first. They can tell you nobody's going to buy at first. But eventually, if you don't stop and you keep on pumping money into your marketing, which is the communication of the value inside your very expensive stuff, very soon people will going to begin to talk about you, and they will what's the word now? They will compare, all right, your brand to luxury. They will compare your brand. They will attach it to being expensive, to luxury. And God help them if somebody decide to go and pay and buy your products. Because the more... How do I explain this? I'm coming. Give me a minute. Let me explain this like this. This is a bracelet. Let me leave this here. This is a bracelet. All right? Now, I can't remember how much I bought this, but this is nice. So this bracelet, let's assume I start making bracelet like this. All right? I don't think I'm showing the brand. I start making bracelets like this. And every day, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, every day I come out to talk about this bracelet and I tell you this is $10,000. I have two, so let me bring the second one. I said this is $10,000 and I give it a name. I talk about some stuff. I say this is 24 karat gold here. This is 24 karat gold. Maybe there's some sprinkle of diamond there. And I come this. I said this one is black gold. It's very rare kind of gold from the 12th century. Is $10,000 each, $10,000 each, and all of that. The design is unique, but it is grossly overpriced. Now I'm telling you every day that this thing is worth $10,000, $30,000 every time. Now, will you buy? Answer me. How many of you will bought? The answer is most likely no, you will not buy because you might not even have $10,000 for more important things is bracelets that you now have $10,000 for. Not so? But guess what? Let one celebrity you know decide to wear my bracelets. Let me wear it so that I look like $10,000. All right? A celebrity you know decide to wear my bracelets. All right? All of a sudden, what would you think of that celebrity? Wow, the guy just spent $10,000. Did you understand what I just said? All of you will immediately say, wow, that guy just spent $10,000. You immediately associate that guy with the expensive brand that I'm shouting about. Hey, did I miss you guys? So the problem with a lot of people is that they want to sell a product and eat their next meal from that product sale. So when they say this product is $100 and people say, Ongini, no, it's too expensive. They say, and I need the money. So yeah, come now. How much will you pay? They'll say, come now. How much will you pay? Because I need to eat. So that's the problem. But if you're selling from a place where you're not desperate, all right, you will be patient enough for the branding and the pricing of that your so-called expensive product to sink into people. And I was going to create a brand. I think I'm going to launch that sometimes next year, that none of my products is going to be costing anything less than $1,000. Now, I'm already talking about it because now I'm talking about it right now. So I want you guys to know that this year is most likely the last time you'll be able to buy any direct course from me for less than $1,000. Excuse me. Now, the question is, if I move a course, and I'm going to shock you guys, there's a course that I'm selling for $10 right now that I'm going to sell for $1,000 next year. Did you hear me? There is a course that I'm selling for $10 right now. By 2024, God keeping you and I'm going to sell that course for $1,000. Maybe later I will even increase the price above $1,000. And guess what? I'm not going to change anything inside the course. It's going to be the same course that some people pay $10,000 for, $10 for. Others will pay $1,000 for it. Why? I'm going to keep telling you, and you're going to keep seeing my products, which is my videos, my content. You're going to keep seeing it. And I'm going to keep planting it in your mind and in the mind of anybody else that cares to listen, that the minimum you can pay me to be under any of my courses is going to be $1,000. All right. That was a couple of months ago. I think it was this year. A couple of months ago, a very dear student, a woman, reached out to me and said, "Oh, Dr. Sam, I have this product. I need your a strategy session with you because I want to sell more of this product in this kind of way and all of that." I said, "Okay, no problem. This is how much I charge, And then the person was begging me to collect 7 million, and I could not. Why? Because I'd already said over and over and over. As a matter of fact, the person didn't say, I have to collect. The person was just saying, please collect for now. I really don't have a lot of money. I want to try and see how I can raise it. I said, no, you know how it works. I said, okay, don't worry. I'll go and work hard. When I have the amount you charge, I'll come and pay for it. I looked at that money as it was walking away and I was like, I need this money. Or should I call the... I didn't call the person back. He's still paying me somehow, in my left kidney. He's still paying me there, but I decided to let it go. Why? I had built a brand that makes people who have heard me know that if they want to work directly with me strategically, they have to pay a minimum of a certain amount. All right? So it's over time when I talk about it, this is what I charge, this is what this is worth, people begin to associate me with that amount. It doesn't mean they will buy. No. But it means that very soon I will become that. That's how luxury brands were born. They become popular for high price. How many Rolls Royces are made in a year? Very few. Compared to the number of Toyotas that are made. So Toyota sell more cars than Rolls Royce. And as a matter of fact, Toyota is worth more money than Rolls Royce, which is made by BMW, by the way. So, but the reality is that for each one that they have to make, all right, it takes them more time to make it, yes, but it covers for hundreds or tens of Toyotas for one singular Rolls Royce. So they have to deal with only fewer products, fewer customers who they don't need to do aggressive marketing for, and then they get them on retainership, and whatever they are making is just enough for them. Because if you check, yes, Toyota might be making a lot of money, but what about their overhead versus the volume that they are producing? What about so many other issues that come with having too many things out there? So branding comes from perception engineering, all right? So how you shape people's perception of a product is how they begin to see it. Now, what led me here? You deserve $1,000 income. You have to begin to tell yourself and you have to believe it, and then we can now go to work. So that's the first thing. We need to be able to help a lot of Africans to believe that they deserve that they should be making that kind of money. So I decided to write a simple formula. If you are 18, all right, if you're 18 years old and above, all right, and you can understand English language for now, later we're going to go into French and other languages. You can understand English language that I'm speaking, all right, and you have access to a mobile phone and internet connection. You have the basic tools that are required for you to move from whatever you're making right now into a minimum of $1,000 income on a monthly basis. So that's the first thing that I really want every one of you to know. Look at your income right now and try to, as I'm talking now, I just discovered some people don't even have any income. They only have outcome. Some don't have income. So if your income is zero, look at it critically. If your income is $10, $20, $100, look at it critically. $500, look at it critically. If your income is $5,000, look at it critically. All right? And just decide to, if it's zero, please add one first. They add zero. Just add 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 1 zero where necessary until it becomes a minimum of $1,000. That is not a lot of effort, is it? So that's how easy it is to do the exact thing you're doing, but do it to a different environment. I've told the story of how I moved from struggling, not having enough, to all of a sudden becoming someone that earns in millions of naira. All right? It happened so fast, and it was because I did the same trainings that I was doing in my old city where it was not really valued, to a new city where they valued what I was doing very, very highly. And they began to bring businesses my way that brought millions to my account. I remember the first credit alert I got from that particular new location was not a lot of money, it wasn't even $1 million. The bank blocked my accounts. It was 212,000. I remember 212,000 naira. They blocked my account. GT Bank, I call you out. Or GT Co, whatever you call your name now. They blocked the accounts. They said the regular transfer. What did I do that they will send me too high? God. Let's close. I'm in severe pain. My bank does not believe in me. They have seen me finish. And they said, what could you do that somebody will send you 212,000 naira? I need to drink water to this. What did I do that someone will send me that kind of money? So they blocked the account. I could not take money out of it. And then they said, I should go and tell the person that sent me money to call them. I should go and tell the person that sent me money to call the bank and tell the bank that their two eyes were open when they were transferring the money. That's what they told me. They said, tell him to call the bank that his two eyes was open when he was transferring the money. That he was not under any alcohol influence. Poverty no good though. My bank didn't believe in me, ladies and gentlemen. Look at me today. So I called the person. I said, excuse sir, please call the bank. They have blocked my account. The man said that they have sent him a message too that, did you really want to transfer to this account? My bank did not believe in me. Well, story has changed, man. I mean, it's the banks that are now chasing me around to come and collect loan. Time has changed, ladies and gentlemen. So, that was the first money I received. They blocked it. And eventually from that same channel, millions came. That same year, listen to this. That same year that they blocked my account for 212,000 naira, that same account received 27 million naira in that same account. I'm supposed to have something here. Okay. That same account received 27 million in the same year, within a 6-month period. All right? Because something changed. So, the first thing, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is do you believe that you deserve $1,000 income? That's the first thing. Now, while we work on that, that's going to take time. It's not something you do instantaneously. It's something you have to do every day. You have to tell yourself, I, Sam Harvard, deserve $1,000 income. Oh, I'm cursing myself. I, put your name there if you're not making that amount yet. Deserve $1,000 income every month. You put your name there, deserve, So you keep saying that to yourself, all right? One clever way to do it is to set an alarm. First of all, record that affirmation maybe 10, 20 times. I deserve $10,000 every month income. I deserve $10,000 income every month. All right, so you keep doing that over and over, maybe for 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, depending, and then you save that voice recording. Then carry that voice recording and turn it into your alarm tone. And set alarm for 12, 3, 6, and 9. Or any of those 4 hours. All right? 12 p.m. or a.m., 3, 6, or 9. Any of them or all of them, if you like. Put it there. And let the alarm ring. And the thing you'll be hearing is, I, deserve. So that way it comes to you over and over and over every day. You keep on hearing it. One day you will begin to believe it. You begin to believe it. Let me predict 14 days. No, 21 days, 3 weeks. Yeah, let me predict 3 weeks. Listen to it twice a day. 3 weeks. All right, 3 weeks. Three weeks. That's what I want you to give to it. All right? Now, one day you will just begin to believe it. So that's the first thing that we need to do, all right? So that's the mindset part. It's very important. So my message, every time you hear me teach or come online, especially if I'm addressing Africans, I'm going to begin to sound it in your ears. If you're not earning a minimum of $1,000, you are playing. If you're not earning a minimum of $1,000, you're playing. You have not woken up yet. Reality has not caught up with you. Because $1,000 is useless. It's not a lot of money. You think it is a lot of money. In Nigeria, that's about $1 million or 1.1 million naira or 1.2 million naira, depending. All right? How much is 1.2 or 1.1 million naira? This house that I am, the electricity bill here is the highest in my entire 37 years. I've never seen something like this before. Even in Dubai, I don't pay close to that in all bills. Yeah. All right. And I pay over 500K. So about 520K, 550K for 2 months now. I've paid that consistently for electricity bill. Okay. And there are a lot of people listening to me today who don't even earn up to 500,000 naira a month. Yeah, a lot of you don't earn that on automation. Whereas that is electricity bill they are charging me. I don't get 2 heads. So if I could believe it enough till it started to come alive in my life, I believe you can also believe it. So the first message I'm bringing to every African, and you guys have not heard enough, I'm coming for you. In the nights, you will hear me. In the morning, you will hear me. In the noon, you will hear me. Every time you hear me, whatever it is that I'm doing, the 1K club movement, $1,000, 1K Africa, an average African, and we want to raise 100,000 of you. So this is the first time that I'm working on this particular project. And how many of you are watching me? Just about 100 plus of you are watching me live. I know much more of you will watch later. But this is a movement that we want to project everywhere. So like I said, there are 2 phases to it or 3 phases to it. The first phase is you got to first believe that you deserve it. And one way you believe is when you keep hearing and hearing and hearing. That's because they say faith comes by hearing and hearing. So once you keep on hearing, the first hearing from me, the second hearing, you got to say it out. Don't forget the first assignment I gave you. record your voice, call your bloody name inside, and say, I, put your name there, deserve a $10,000 income on a monthly basis. I deserve a $1,000 income monthly. Put it there and record it and turn it to your alarm ringtone. So when your alarm rings, they start to hear, I deserve. See, your friends will laugh at you. Your family, they will laugh at you. Your boyfriend will laugh at you. Why? They are not seeing what you are seeing. Leave them alone. Before God bless Abraham, he separated that dude from his family. They will contaminate him. See, your friends, I was telling them today at one of the conferences I spoke, that lonely at the top, that song, Ashake, money on my mind, lonely, lonely, lonely. Abi? You know the song anyway. Simply means that as you go higher in life, only fewer people are able to go with you. So you start seeing, as you are progressing and developing and growing in life, more friends are dropping. You are just not at the same level. I have friends today that we used to stand talk and play. I don't think I can stand with them for 5 minutes. We will run out of what to say. It will become boring. There's absolutely nothing we have in common that we are discussing. Pata, all we will discuss is to catch up of 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and that is all. There's nothing more to discuss. All right? So it gets lonelier as you go higher in life because very few people are able to move at the same pace. So you must be willing to let them laugh at you, cut them off. They're going to laugh at you. So I got to warn you when you're doing your assignment. Imagine you're at work and your alarm rang at 12. And then they start hearing, I, Bisola Grace, deserve $1,000 income. God help you if your boss did not hear. You want to plan coup in my office. How can you be deserving $1,000? You, it's only $50 we are paying you here. You are sacked. Please, collect that sack with happiness, knowing that the cuckoo will not pay you the $1,000. That is the first step to your $1,000. Do you understand? The first step to what you deserve, all right, is the breakup that happens between you and what you are managing. Hey, somebody's not getting me. Whatever separates you from what you are managing, that you are patching, is the first step to connecting you with what you truly deserve. So if that boyfriend that you are managing, sorry if you don't understand that Yoruba. All right, you're managing him. He now breaks up. Go and do Thanksgiving. Because now, how did they used to say it? Light is going, no? NEPA, they are taking lights. Hey, they will spoil my equipment in this house, oh. Lonely at the top. Oh my goodness, this is Nigeria. Okay, you are doing something to it. That's good. Thanks, Dotun. Use some light, Abi. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Nigeria. That is how they are showing me pepper. Don't worry, I will soon leave here. Let's hope they will bring the light back before whatever. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you can still hear me. Fantastic. After paying $500K a month, they are still having troubles. Okay, guys, where was I, Jare? So they will laugh at you when you're trying to do the assignment, so you please need to know and expect that to happen. All right, so that's the first thing that I want to deal with is the mindset. All right, it's the fact that you need to believe that you deserve it. The second phase is that I mentioned to you that I'm going to share 3 steps with you. And that is the core of the message of the 1K Club 2.0, we call it, which is our movements across the continent of Africa. We are not staying in Nigeria alone. We're coming to Ghana. We're coming to Cameroon. We're coming to South Africa. We're coming to Kenya. We're coming to all the countries that are English speaking in Africa. We're coming to Cameroon, even though my French, we need to get somebody that can speak French a lot. So we're going to put all of those things together and we're coming with this movement. So the first thing is the mindset. Please avoid anybody that do what they call, I think this guy, Kunle Shorin, call it sympathetic resonance. You know, when people get into mutual impoverishment, so you sit together and lament together to say you are both broke and suffering, the government is suffering, or we the masses. I used to caution my mom when I was a little boy, when she has this friend that they were selling together at the same place. So when they are gisting, they will be say we talaka, the talakawa, whatever they call that stuff, which are the masses, we the poor masses. So when they are talking, they say, we the poor masses. I will not say, Mom, you are not a poor masses. Stop saying that. I say, what do you know? Move forward. Just give my ogo pass. I'll say, no, you are not a poor masses. So at that little age, I know it is wrong. Oh, whoa. This is blinding. Okay, fantastic. Welcome back. Thank you, NEPA, for restoring our dignity. So as little as young as I was at that time, I still understood that you should not call yourself or generalize yourself as part of the poor. There are 1.4 plus billion people in Africa. My goal is for 100,000. It's not even to 1 million people. Sure, you see. Now, these 100,000 people, I expect to duplicate myself in them. So each of them can set a goal for 1,000 people, set a goal for 100,000 people. Some can even set a goal for 1 million people. Different countries. In your countries, in your cities, set a goal to move this light that people deserve more than their current economy is dictating to them. All right, so there are three things, which is in the phase 2 of this, that you need to pay attention to. The first one is learning. Learning. On your journey to $1,000 income, now all of these things I put together from my personal journey. How I moved from the guy that the bank did not believe in to the guy that banks is calling to come and collect money, all right, was learning. The first one, which never stops, is the mindset change, because it's a spectrum. It's not on and off. I have a good mindset, I have a bad mindset, something like that. All right? You're going to keep increasing the quality of your mindset in the right direction. So the moment you start to believe the right things for yourself, then you start to develop yourself in that direction over and over, right? So that is how it works. So it's a spectrum. Okay? So the first thing is called learning. Somebody type learning. All right? That's the first thing. So when we're talking about learning, what does it mean, ladies and gentlemen? It means you need to learn skills. Skills that allow you to make money. Skills are abilities that allow you to do things for other people so that these other people can give you part of the money they have. And when you put all these monies together, you have abundance. So how do I mean? I have a skill that can help people do their businesses better and make maybe 100% more income in their businesses. And I am asking them, I have a strategy you can put in, and as a matter of fact, I have a product I'm building like that. I have a strategy that can help you do more sales in your business, and you can make double of what you are currently making in your business. There is one caveat. If I show you this principle, this strategy, and you implement it and you double your sales, would you be kind enough to pay me 30% of your new income? So let's assume you're making extra $100 in your business. Would you be kind enough to give me $30? Would you? Yeah, I can help you make $100. Out of that $100, you give me $30. I'm not even saying give me $30 from your current. No. Let me help you make the $100 first. From it, then give me $30. Would you like? Fantastic. So imagine I could do that for 1,000 businesses, and I'm charging $30 per business. that is going to give me $30,000 income. Now, if I go and meet one business at a time, oh, I can do this for you. Let me do it for you. You pay me. I can go and do this for you. By the time I make the $30,000, all of this will be white. This one will I'll be old. So what do I need to do? I need to work with 1, 2, 3 to 10 businesses, try the stuff for them. They make the money, they pay me. Then I record the entire process and then automate it. So I now say, I use this principle for these 10 businesses, and here is the results. So if you have a business in this area, I want to give you the exact thing that I gave to them. If it works for them, it will work for you. All you need to do is to come and give me $100. I will show you what can add extra $100 every month to your stuff. So invest $100 in this and you are good. This is not for everybody. It's only for those who want extra $100 a month in their business. So just pay me $100 once and I give it to you. It has worked for these 10. It can work for you. And I record that and then I automate it. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1 month, I will get 1,000 businesses who say, take my $100. 1,000 business times $100 will give me $100,000 in a month. Now, guess what? I'm not doing anything else regarding that particular product for the rest of the month. I just set it up once, and then it keeps on bringing me money. Okay? So, skill is what enables me to do that. You cannot take skill away from me, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what. That skill is still there. So the first thing that will take you to that journey of $1,000 and above is you need ability to solve problems for people. You need skill, which is ability to get things done. All right? So it takes skill for you to collect your money from people's pockets. I usually would teach number 1 wealth mindset. All the money I need is in people's pocket. But I need to be able to collect my money from their pockets by offering them a product or a service created with my skills, or distributed with my skills, or explained with my skills. So my skill allow me to offer something to you in exchange for my money in your pocket. So you need to learn skills. Now, there are different forms of skill. But whatever the skill you learn, there is an ultimate skill. It's the ability to sell things. It is called the ability to sell anything to anyone. And this young man that is dozing behind my camera here has that skill already in raw format. But just like a lot of people, he has not started using it. I know very soon he will be provoked to start using it. So you need to, now the fact that he has it in raw format means he has to develop it. How do you develop a skill? By using it. By using it. Messi can play football. Oh, that guy is good. Even though I prefer Ronaldo is better. But if Messi does not play football for 1 year, he's not going to win Ballon d'Or. I mean, what is that thing that they used to Ballon d'Or? Whatever. That thing that used to win. He will not win it. If he didn't play football for 1 year, even me, I would dribble him in my dream, but I would dribble him. Why? Because a skill you don't use becomes no skill. It becomes blunt, becomes dead, becomes unavailable. Unavailable. They know they see me. I don't know how to do that dance, but you know. So, if you don't use it, it's dead. A lot of you have a lot of abilities, but you're not using it. And God is angry with you. Because you're complaining about the economy of your country, but you have gifts, abilities, talents, skills that you are not using. So if you want to learn how to speak, what do? Open your mouth and speak to the mirror. Open your mouth and speak to your voice recorder or camera. Speak to it every day. Say those nonsense out of your mouth. Doesn't matter. Your first video is going to be a disaster, by the way. Just do it and get away with it. Get over with it. And move into the next big thing of your life. Do another video, and another video, and another video, and improve on every video you do. Very soon, you're going to become good because somebody's going to see you and believe in you. One of the highlights of my life about 14, 15 years ago was when one of my roommates that I believe was the god of public speaking that I could see at that time, the guy was good, said to me that I am his inspiration in public speaking. That me, whenever he sees me around, he doesn't feel like speaking because he wonders what will he say when I'm around. Maybe that time he was pulling my legs, maybe he meant it, but ladies and gentlemen, a part of me believed him. And I say, it's me? It's me, it's inspire you, it's me, it's talking at you, it's you, it's liking it. Wow. You guys have no idea what's coming to you. If this guy could believe in me and say that I'm good at speaking, then get ready for what is coming, guys. I'm going to speak to you till you make money. I'm going to speak to you till your life changes. So I began to believe in that testimony of this guy about me. And today, of course, is that not a reality? It's a reality. Okay? So you may have to keep on doing it until you yourself start to believe in what you're doing. And that creates the kind of output that you're looking for. So the first thing is to learn. What are you learning? Different skills. You're going to be learning different skills. All right? And when you learn different skills, you learn the ultimate skill, which is called selling. All right? Because you don't make money with skills that you cannot sell. Let me repeat that. You don't make money with skills that you cannot sell. You don't make money with skill that you cannot sell. You don't make money with skill that you cannot sell. So you must be able to sell your skills in order to be able to make money with it. It's very important. So that's number one. Number two is called build. Remember, it is... number one is learn. Number two is build. Shebi na like this and the right build. Is it B-U-I-B-B-I-U ni? Na B-U-I. I'm correct. Sorry, I had third class. I had E8 in English in secondary school. I did not pass English well. So I had a third class in school. This $1,000 African Summit. Sure, you all see the first edition of this summit now. See, pure. But don't worry, very soon it will be pure. So the first one is learn. And what are you learning? You're learning skills. This is important. This saved my life, and it's still saving my life. When I lost everything that I had some years ago, I didn't lose this. No matter what you lose in your life, your skill will always remain. All right? It's important. So except you don't use it, go and die. So what is the next thing you're going to do? You're going to build what we call business. All right? You're going to build business. So you learn skill, then you build business. Okay? You learn skills, but you build business. So what is important is the fact that the skills you learn, you now build a business around it. Now, I'm going to explain the difference to you. Now, you can do business with your skills by simply solving problems for people. Solve problems for people with your skill, and then they pay you directly with that. But when you are coming from skill, they call this one self-employment. When you're coming from skill to building a business around the skill, we are now talking about the principle of leverage. Now, I believe, therefore, that everybody let me read this. Somebody say I'm extremely happy. Am I not always happy? All right, guys. So you are self-employed. when you are just selling your skills directly. But when you are able to build leverage, which means you now make more money by having other people using their skills to make money for you inside your business, then you are able to do better. So it could mean that, let's say I'm making videos to make money. If I'm the one recording my video, if I'm the one doing my content, if I'm the one editing it, if I'm the one posting, only me is doing everything. It's just skill. I can make some money, but not enough. But what if, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now able to hire somebody to do my content? I only do the recording. Somebody edits it, somebody does the posting and everything. I'll be able to do more videos and I'll make more money. I'll pay them part of the money. I'll keep a larger part of the money. Now I am in business. All right? But I usually define business in two major categories. There are a lot of subcategories, about 5 steps or categories of businesses. That's not what we're talking about today, so I'm not going to go into that. All right? The first kind of business, all right, is called a solo business. So I advise everybody that have any form of skill and they want to make money with that skill to see themselves as a solo business. I'll give you a good example. Let's assume you join affiliate marketing, maybe under 1K Club Partner Program, or you join, what's the name? Ziba Affiliate Network, or you join any kind of affiliate program, maybe ClickBank or whatever. So let's say you join affiliate marketing under ZAN, all right? And then you are promoting digital products. Let's say online courses. These are the things you are promoting under the Ziba Affiliate Network, okay? Now, when you make a commission and you want to get your commission out, what happens? Did you put your commission inside a private account or you put it inside the business account? 99.7% of the people who do affiliate marketing use this first one, private account. They see it as a side hustle, something they just quickly do to make money. So just quickly make the money and then they move on. So the moment they are not able to get a commission, they are in trouble because they have spent the money as it's coming, they are spending it. But smart people see affiliate marketing as a business. So what do they do in business? Number one, they register a business. They register a business and have a bank, a business account. All right? So they have a business account. Out of this business account, any money that goes into the business account, they don't spend it as personal income. They put themselves on salary. So how do you put yourself on salary when you cannot predict your commission? Simply put yourself on a percentage salary. So for every money that comes into my business account, 50% of it is my salary. That's too high. Let's say 30% of it is my salary. If you don't like what this 30% is giving you, increase your income so that the 30% can keep going up in cash value. All right? Out of this, you now check, how much did I spend on ads, on content, on everything I did that made the commission for me? How much did I spend? So you have your business expense. All right? So you are tracking your business expense versus your total income versus your bonus or your salary, what you are paying yourself. If you build this structure around a solo business, around yourself, as something simple as an affiliate marketer, something simple as a freelancer, you become a solo businessman and you are on your way to building a solid business. All right? So this is the first kind of business. The second kind of business is called leverage business. So a leverage business person under affiliate marketing goes around to recruit other affiliates. He trains them and then release them to go and do all the work. So all of them are making sales on his behalf. And whatever they make, he takes a percentage of it. Let's say he takes 50% of it and pays them 50%. So what do I mean? Let me give you a very good example. And people do this a lot. People do this a lot. So listen to this, guys. So I'm selling real estate. I'm a realtor. So I announce, how many of you have made 1 or 2 sales in real estate? Let's say I've made about $10,000 in commission as a real estate person. All right. So I now announce how I made $10,000 in real estate. Free training. So people came, I tell them the story of how I made this money. Then I said, I want to teach them step by step how they can do it themselves. So I taught them, and then I now tell them to come and join my real estate company for free and be selling for me. I don't have any personal property. All I have is I have people that are going to be selling real estate on my behalf. So let's say there are 10 properties. And let's say the commission is 5%. So I can offer them 3% if they make any sale, and I'll keep 2%. 2% times 10 property is going to be 20%. All right, of the total of the money that is being made. So I don't do any sale. I don't do anything. They do all the work. They bring the client and everything. And I'm eating 20%, which is about 40% of the total amount that is available. So yes, I'm giving people 60%, and I'm making 40% for doing nothing. So instead of making 100% of one property, I'm making 40% of 10 properties. Do you understand? So that way, I have salary that I'm paying. I have overhead, I have recruiting, I have everything. I have a company, I have a business. They do all of the work for me, and I make more money than any one of them. So, but to them, if you sell one property and then they pay 5%, we give you 3%, you are happy, we keep 2%. But what you did not know is that we are making 2% times 10 property. You are only making 3% times one property. So that way, we're able to create a leverage business that now pays a lot of people doing the same affiliate marketing. Do you understand it, guys? So this is the second thing that everybody needs to be able to build. So you build a business around the skills you are doing. And I'm not saying that has to be affiliate marketing alone. There are so many things you can do. So many things. It's uncountable. All right? So many things that you can do as a business, but the principle is the same. You are either a solo business or a leverage business. You're either a solo business or a leverage business. A solo business, only you, they do them, but you have a structure around your system. You are not just chopping the money anyhow. You are not putting the money in your personal account. I say to you today, if you are doing any online business and you are collecting money into your personal accounts, you have not started. You have not started. Go and register a business account and collect money into that business account and don't touch it anyhow. All right, so that's number 2. So you're going to be able to build business. Now, you have skills where you learn. Number 3 is called, I mentioned it already, leverage. Now, the concept of leverage is to simply use something that belongs to another person to your own advantage. Did you get it? The concept of leverage is when you use something that belongs to another person to your own advantage. The way this mic stay, I be like choir where they sing. So, oh Lord, lift up our hands. Let us worship the Lord. I just got that vibe right now. So when you use something that belongs to someone else to your own advantage, that becomes the third thing. So what it means is I can learn a skill, I can start a business, but I might still be broke. I might still be struggling. I might still not be making the kind of money I want to make. But the moment I'm able to leverage on what we call it, this third one would be strategy or strategies. All right. I'm able to get better results on my skill, better results on my business because I have a working strategy. Okay. So if you build a pyramid or a triangle, on the first one here, we have skill. On the top here, we have business. And the third here, we have strategies. Let me make it plural. All right. It's better now. I've taken the light reflection off. So we have skill, we have business, and we have strategies. These are the three things, all right, that are required for you to be able to build a minimum of a $1,000 income as an African. You need to learn a skill. You need to build a business. And you need to leverage strategies. Okay? So these are the three things that is required for you to be able to build the kind of income that you want. And once you get this right, you are well on your way. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the next 1 year to 5 years, I'm going to be teaching as many skills as possible through our platform called the 1K Club. We're going to be showing you different businesses you can do with the skills you are learning, as many as possible. And number 3, we're going to be showing you the ultimate, which are the secret strategies that the people who have made money with the skill you are learning, the people who have made money with the business you're about to build, what did they do that made them money? They are going to show you the behind the scenes. So which means you're going to be learning the business of your skill and the business of the business. Because when you say business, there are two different things. If I'm selling clothes, I'm in business, true of us. But I might not get customer. I might be struggling. But if I understand the business of clothes selling, I will be a millionaire, multi-millionaire from selling clothes. So understanding the business of the business is much more important than the business itself. So it's not about the business you are doing. It's, do you know the business of the business you are doing? Do you understand the business of that particular business case or model? Do you know what is making the people that are succeeding in that business to succeed? What exactly are they doing differently that others are not doing? What is giving them the return that they are enjoying? Can you learn it as well? So I'm an advocate that anybody who has succeeded in making a minimum of $1,000 on a monthly basis as an African, once I catch that person, I will hold them like this by their neck and drag them into 1K Club to do one thing only. Come and show your fellow Africans or my fellow Africans, in case they are not Africans, that they are non-Africans. Come and show my brothers and sisters how you did it. What did you do that got you that particular success rate? All right. So that's exactly what we want to be able to do. Now, I want to do something very interesting. So what I'm about to do is I want to sell market. And I want you to give me money. I don't even know I'm going to do this because I didn't plan it. But this is what I want to do quickly. I want to have a group of people that will be like a test run for an experiment I want to do. A test run for an experiment that I want to do. All right. Now, I want to work with only 10 of you. 10 of you. And what I want us to do is to look at my skills and see how I can teach you all the skills that I've learned. More importantly, my presentation and selling skills. All right. Number 2 is to look at the kind of businesses that I do right now and how you can also build those kind of businesses. Then number 3 is to share with you all the things that I have done that has helped me to make money with my businesses and see how you can implement them in your business as well. Now, this journey is going to take us the entire 2024. And I want to make a presentation with all those 10 people by November 2024 to show me what they have been able to do in a 1 year period of working directly with me at that level. You're going to be able to ask me direct questions when you want to. If you get lost in anything that I teach you, we're going to meet one-on-one once a month. We're going to meet generally once a month. And then, of course, you can always ask me questions at any point on whatever it is you want to do. I'm going to also bump into you to give you assignments on this. Apart from the training, I'm going to give you this. When you're starting your business, I'm going to give you all the guide you need. And then, of course, when I'm going to give you the strategy and everything that I've done. So I need just 10 of you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give... I want you to actually send me a message. But this particular offer is going to cost you money. It's not free. And it's not cheap, as far as some people know. It's very cheap. I say it's not cheap, and I say it's very cheap. All right, it's very cheap as far as I'm concerned because of the value that I just mentioned. But I know that majority of people will find it very expensive to afford. That is why I decided to break the price down to a very, very useless amount. So it's fastest fingers first. So to be part of the 10, it will cost you a one-time fee of only, if you are in Nigeria, you are in good hands. All you have to pay to be a part of this for 1 year is just 1 million naira only. If you are not in Nigeria, it's just an equivalent of 1,000 US dollars only. 10 of you. Baby. I like that, yeah? It's very cheap. So thank me for breaking the price down. I know somebody will be cursing me in their mind now. So what do you mean? Okay, so this is not a crowd thing. If you would like to be a part of this, there is a payment plan that can be arranged for you between now and 30th of January or 31st of January. So I'm going to give the first people to reach out that opportunity if you cannot afford $1 million or $1,000 at once. So in order to be able to take this particular offer, I would like you to send me a message on WhatsApp immediately. All right, please, if you are going to be doing any installment, it's going to be a minimum of 30% upfront. So please don't send me a message if you don't have 300,000 naira. All right, or $300 immediately. That's the minimum. All right, so you can pay for everything or whatever. It's just 10 people, and I want to work with you directly if you're going to be able to do that. So I'm going to send. How did I even use to copy that number? I want to send a number into the chat right now. I'm going to pin it. Send me a message on that number immediately. So this is technically for everybody that is on this call live. Has it copied? How they used to copy somebody's number? I don't know. Okay, I absolutely don't have an idea how to do this. Okay. Do I have a second phone around? Okay. I'm going to put in a number for you right now. Okay, I have it. Okay. One step. Okay. So I think I have the number. I'm going to paste it on the chat right away. So it's a WhatsApp number. Don't call it. Just send a WhatsApp message that you would like to be one of the 10. Okay, so I've pinned it. Okay, so I've pinned it. So ₦1 million if you're in Nigeria, an average of $1,000 from other countries. You have a payment plan between now, that's November, December, January, and it's a minimum of 30% upfront. So please don't charge if you do not have that amount. So that number is already pinned for you. Copy, do whatever you have to do, send a WhatsApp message and say you want to be part of the 10. So it's a 1-year project I want to do for only those 10 people. But if you do not have that money, but you want to follow, you still want to be able to achieve this, your best bet right now is the 1K Club. All right. So what I'm going to do, I don't have a link yet. You can also send me a message that you want to join 1K Club if I invited you here. But if someone else invited you here, please reach out to them to get their link to join the 1K Club. It's just $100 for an entire year. All right. Or if you don't have $100, you can start with $20 for the first month and you pay a subscription of $10 every month. All right. You pay $10 every month in subscription. You only, as a matter of fact, when you join your first 30 days, you will make your money back. So you don't even need to pay subscription. We are creating something for you like that we're about to unleash. And once you join, you take advantage of it. You do not have to pay subscription because you would have made enough money that will cover your subscription. All right. So you want to reach out to those people or just reach out to me or on the Telegram group where you join. I'm going to drop a link for you to join the 1K Club and be able to be a part of this. But for those 10 people who say, Bori mi soke o, Bori mi dide o, Familo was okay. Kinga ju aye lo. Sorry, a lot of you don't understand Yoruba. So it only costs you this amount. It's very small amount. It's useless right now. Please invest it in yourself if you have it. If you don't have it, please let's meet on the 1K Club. And that's really is where I'm going to put a pause on today's edition. I actually just want to spend 1 hour on this summit. And I think I've spent 1 hour, 47 minutes already. It's been a pleasure. Apologies for the rocky start that we had, but I believe you've learned a thing or two from all of the things that I've shared all over. Please don't forget your assignments. Your affirmations is important because what you believe is what you begin to experience. If you do not believe it, you may not be able to see it. All right? So I come your way next time. I'll see you all on the family meeting tomorrow. Please make sure you are there tomorrow night, which is where I do mentorship every week for members of the Ziba family, including 1K Club, Ziba Affiliate Network, and all the communities that we have. So I'm going to be talking about some incredible things tomorrow as well. You don't want to miss that out. And of course, all the other information that we share every week is also done on that page. So thank you everybody for joining the first 1K African Summit. My name remains Sam Harvard, and it's been Dotun behind the camera. It's a nice map. Almost finished in the last 3 days, but it's getting better. All right, thank you guys. I'll leave you with a video from Ghana last year.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr.
Yes.
Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Put your hands together. Yes.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.